Welcome to another lesson of Adobe Photoshop. In this lesson, we are going to learn about how we can make t-shirt designs, okay? And this is going to be a bit different from the other t-shirt designs because most of the time or in most of the lessons, we only showed you how to make t-shirt designs. But in this lesson, we are going to specifically show you how we can add in the logo of, let's say, a company or let's say a brand, and how are you going to put that on your t-shirt. Well, there are a couple of methods. Well, one of the most effective methods is how we, rasterize and then convert it into a smart object and then apply it directly on the t-shirt. But well, we are also going to use that step, but there are a couple of other methods too. So let's say I'm going to make a t-shirt design first, or let's say I'm going to use a previous t-shirt design or use just a photo and then apply in the brand, or you can also make in the logo of the brand first and then apply it directly to your, let's say, your t-shirt or let's say your brand. Okay, so as this video is going to be a bit large, so without any further ado, let's just jump into the lesson. First off, I'm going to do is open up a new file just like I do most of the times. Keep the ones to be just like I keep it, 300. Make sure to keep the resolution 300, which is like one of the main thing, because if you keep it low or high, well, if you keep it to be a lot higher, sometimes your PC might, stutter and all of those if you don't have a high-end PC. But if you have a mid-range PC, then you can use this 300 resolution, which is like perfect for all purposes, even if you convert it into a high-end PC. Okay, keep it with 6, 9 and sRGB square pixel, and I'm going to use inches. Click on create and it will create up this background. What I'm going to do is, let's say I have a couple of logos which I can use. I'm going to open it up. I'm going to go over. What I'm going to do is go over to the desktop where I have mine. So I'm going to do is open up one of the logo which I'm going to use right now. Let's say I'm going to go down and find out the logo which I'm going to use. Okay, well, it's going to take a bit of a time to open it up, but you will get your result later on. From here, I'm going to find it out a bit more where it is. So I'm going to go down. I'm going to go down and find it. Okay. If it's not there, then I'll have to look for another folder where I have my photo for the icon. Okay, so I might find it over here. Now as I find it, or found it, now you can see this is the type of design, or let's say this is the brand logo. Now you can also use it up, but you can also take or make your own, let's say, your own brand. So if you want to do that, well, it's going to take a bit of a time. So let's say I'm going to do is teach you how you'll be able to do it. So first off, I'm going to do is select on this tool, slide select tool. You can use that too, but you can also use the, let's say, the pen tool to make up your own, let's say, design. So I'm going to do is pen tool, and you can, let's say I'm going to use the curvature pen tool if you want to use it. Let's say I'm going to do is keep it to be somewhere around here. I'm going to do is keep it over here. Okay, you can use that too, but if you don't want to use that tool, then what you're going to do is going to be right clicking on it, click on pen tool, or you can also use this, anchor point tool. That is totally up to you, but I'm going to do is use the pen tool. Now I can curve it. Let's say I'm going to make a design. Do is keep it like this. Well, you can make up your own design. Well, I'm making my own, so I'm going to do is click it over here. Now press on Control Z. It's going to be something like, let's say, this. See, it has been made. What I'm going to do is keep it over here. Do is keep it like this if you want to, but I can do is keep it like this. I'm going to do is keep it somewhere around like this. Okay, now this has been made. What I'm going to do is click on the move tool, Control T. I'm going to do is move it over here. And click on this pen tool again. Now I'm going to do is make up another pen tool, or making up another design. Let's say I'm going to do is keep it somewhere around here. So I'm going to do is keep it somewhere around here. do is keep it somewhere around. Just keep it like this. Let's say I'm gonna do is keep it like this. Okay, press on Control T, click on this move tool. I'm gonna do is take it over here, convert to normal layer. Can remove it if you want to, but I'm gonna do is press on Control T and move that one to like only. Click on this tool. I'm gonna do is remove this. Press on Delete. Press on Control Z. I'm gonna do is remove this part. I'm gonna do is select on this area only. I'm gonna press on Control T again. I'm gonna do is keep it like this. You can like make another layer and then apply those formats. Okay, that's like totally up to you how you're gonna work with it. What I'm gonna do is right click on it. What I'm gonna do is you can freeform it too, but you can also change it however you want to. Now you can fill in those colors. Like okay, so I'm gonna go over to filter or go over to select. You can select them. You can also make 3D. You can also add in like viewpoints. That's like totally up to you. You can also select. You can change or you can like make some layers. After you're done, just click on OK. And now as this has been made, I'm going to double tap on it and you will see that sometimes this is not movable. And the reason why it is not movable is because you can like select these areas. What I'm going to do is click it over here. Right click on it. And I'm going to go to blending option, which is going to be this one. Press on Control T. Now you will be able to change it according to your desire. But you might see that sometimes it's not visible and all of those because I did not add in any layers. So don't make that mistake, okay? So I'm going to do is control, like press on this, Control T. I'm going to do is Control X. I'm going to do is add in another layer and paste it over there. Or you can also make like copies of that, right click on it. You can like duplicate the layer and then use it for various purposes. Let's say I'm going to do is duplicate the layer if you want to, but if you don't want to, what you're going to do is remove that layer. Let's say I'm going to press on yes, okay, which is going to be second layer. I'm going to just remove that one too. Let's say I'm going to go over first layer, remove it. I'll be able to click on Control T and then move it for various purposes. And then if you want to make some changes, you can like go to properties, colors, and add in changes if you want to. And after you're done, just press on OK and then you'll be good to go. If you want to fill it, you can also fill it. Go over to filters and make some changes on your own. You can also go to view and make changes. That's like totally up to you how you're going to work with it. But if you don't want to make any changes and either than that, what you're going to do is obviously make some other changes. Okay, so I'm going to do is press on Control Z. This is how you'll be able to make changes or make, you know, shapes on your own. But if you don't want to do that, you can like make up your own shape too without like making or using this pen tool. Okay, so I'm going to do is click on this and use this one as, let's say, the brand logo. I'm going to click on this selection tool. I'm going to do select these parts, which I'm going to need. You can see these parts have been selected. I'm going to do is right click on it or maybe like select on this part because we are going to need these areas instead of cutting them out. Control Z. You can see how it actually looks like. I'm going to go over the layer and click on this clipping mask and you can see I have this logo. I'm going to do is take it over there, paste it over here. I can see I have my brand logo already. I'm going to do is paste it over here. You can also paste it wherever you want to apply it on. That's like totally up to you how you're going to work with it. What I'm going to do is open up a mockup file. I'm going to go over and let's say I'm going to click on this. I'm going to do is go over to file, click on open. I'm going to do is open up. I'm going to do is open up the file or the PSD file where I'm going to apply it on. Let's say I want this one. You will see this will be applied and this is a PSD file so you can use it for various purposes. I'm going to select on this. I'm going to do is take it over here, paste it, press on OK, and you have your logo or your brand logo. Well, this is like very simple of how you can do that. Now, if you want to add in text, you can also do that too. But first off, I'm going to do is click on it. I'm going to do zoom in and see how it actually looks. Position it perfectly. After you're done, just click on it. I'm going to do is right click on, or you can lock it in if you want to. I'm going to do is create clipping mask. You can see clipping mask has been added. Now I'm going to go over the blending option and then fix it according to its desire. What I'm going to do is, you know, blend it a bit. What I'm going to do is keep it like this. Underlying layer to be somewhere around here. Click on the underlying layer, which is going to be somewhere like this. looks a lot more smoother after it. Then just press on OK. You can fix the opacity if you want to. Let's say I'm gonna press on OK. I can see it looks a lot more better than how it actually was. I'll paste it over here. Now we have it. If you want to use it as a tag, you can also use it as a tag. So you can use it as a tag too, like this. You can like decrease the size and then put it up on there so that you can use it as a tag. I'm gonna zoom in. You can see how it actually looks like. I'm gonna do is keep it like this, and I'm gonna go over to blending option and fix it a bit more. So, well, you just have to use these steps of how you'll be able to do it. I'm gonna do is keep it over here, click on this, go over to blending option, zoom in a bit more, which I can see from all of these tools. Okay, I'm gonna do is keep it over here. First I'm gonna just cancel, do is keep it somewhere around here, go up, and I'm gonna do is keep it somewhere like this. Click on this layer. First I'm gonna just right click, blending option. What I'm gonna do is fix up the opacity and all of those. Let's say I'm gonna do is fix up this layer a bit more. Just keep it somewhere around here, and I'm gonna do is keep it like this. I'm gonna do is fix up the opacity. I'm gonna do is fill option to be somewhere like this. I'm gonna do is decrease the size a bit more. I'm gonna do is first off multiply and press on OK. I'm gonna do is keep it somewhere like this. If you want to crop it, you can do that too, but I'm gonna do is keep it, or keep the tag right here. Press on OK, and then you have your branded t-shirt on whichever file you want to keep it on. I'm gonna press on Ctrl Z and position him just the way I wanted it to. I'm gonna do is redo free transform. I'm gonna do is right click on it or left click on these and convert it into a smart object. Now you can see that you have your branded t-shirt. Now you can like print up any of the t-shirts or any t-shirt you want, and then you will still get that brand. You can also apply that at the back of the t-shirt, and that will be applicable too. So hope you understood everything about adding in the brand, and also you can make up your own brand logo and then apply it directly on your t-shirt and then print it later on for various purposes. So thank you for watching this video and also for staying with us. And among these lessons, well, this is one of the most easy and simplest way, and one of the first method of starting up your, let's say, your brand and all of those by using the tool of Adobe Photoshop. So thank you for watching this video and also for staying with us until the end.